everybody? Yo. So, Claressa, the Gwoat Shield, she did it again, people. And still, the undisputed middleweight champion of the world. At this point, man, who do you put her in there with? Her opponent tonight couldn't get the job done. I mean, she tried. She put up a valiant effort. She was a last minute replacement, so you can't really put too much fault on her. She didn't have a lot of preparation time against the greatest woman of all time. So, no lie, I kind of, expected the outcome to be what it was. I didn't expect her to beat Claressa Shields tonight, man. But it was a beautiful fight. Claressa, she was putting on for Detroit. It was her first fight back in Detroit, her hometown. You know, freaking, and she didn't disappoint. She came out with Cash Doll, with the buffs and all, doing her thing, man. She was extra hype, and she got in the fight, man, and try to, impress, try to get that knockout, which she wasn't able to do. I feel like she would be able to get more knockouts if she snapped her punches more, man. I feel like she kind of pushes her punches, and sometimes when she get her opponent hurt, just like tonight when she got Cornejo hurt, she would let her out, She would let her out that back door. She wouldn't cut off all angles, man. She'll get her hurt, and then of course Cornejo, she was getting on her, on her bike. And when she got on her bike, Claressa Shields would basically just let her, out the back door and not close off that angle, putting more pressure on her and trying to really get that knockout. I feel like she did well, but I feel like to be a big draw and to really put all eyes on women boxing, she gonna have to start knocking some women out, man. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of bored with the fight. Even though it was a clean sweep, she won every round. But knockout sales. So I want to see more knockouts from Claressa Shields. Well, she got 2 and 14 fights now. So they need to get back in the gym and work on that, in my opinion. Because when you really look at it, like, who do you have? Like, I think Max Kellerman asked her the question, like, when the dust settles, who do you see? He asked a lot of boxers this question. When the dust settles, who do you see over there in the opposite corner, gonna be your best opposition, your biggest money fight? And she really couldn't answer the question. She said Savannah Marshall, Hannah Gabriel's, all these girls who she basically already beat, and yeah, man, it's not translating to money. She's saying she's supposed to be on Serena Williams level and this woman level and this great woman level, but it's not translating. You're not selling tickets. You're not making enough money because you're not exciting enough. You're not knocking out enough women. So something's gonna have to change because I don't see any woman stepping up, and making it exciting, i.e. Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis, 2 megastars coming together and making a big night. I don't see that with her. So I see her having to carry all the weight. So if you're going to be carrying all the weight, you're going to have to start getting some knockouts, because, yeah, man. If it was pay-per-view, I couldn't, I ain't going to lie, I wouldn't buy it. Well, I'd buy it just because you the quote and this is what I do. But I don't think the people would buy it. But nonetheless, it was a nice performance. And before I move on too, I do attribute to maybe her not getting as many knockouts is because the women do only fight, 10 rounds, 10 2-minute rounds on top of that. So, at least get a women some championship rounds, people. I mean, if y'all not going to give them the 3-minute rounds, at least give them, to 12 rounds, So that probably plays a big factor on why her knockout, fight ratio is so low. So, or fight knockout ratio is so low. But yeah, man, nonetheless, like I said, it was a great showing from the GWOAT, Claressa Shields, getting another win, man, doing her thing, and the sky's the limit for her. But I just want her, to work on them knockouts because, like, I'm thinking right now, I don't know who could be next for her. I don't know where would she go after this. I mean, she says she can move down in weight, for $2 million, which is not even a lot of money. That's crazy. She's the GOAT. She talking about she'll lose all that weight for $2 million. That just goes to show, she needs to get more knockouts to get more asses in the seats, man. Because you shouldn't be having to fight for $2 million. You shouldn't have to go to 147 to fight for $2 million. I mean, fight for $2 million is acceptable in boxing because the boxers don't make the most money. But yeah, man, you the GOAT, man. You should be in the upper echelon of what is being made in boxing. So, and I would like to see that, man, for you and for women boxing. But yeah, like I said, it was a good showing from Claressa the GOAT Shields. One judge had it 100-89, and the other two judges had it 100-90. And still, the undisputed middleweight champion of the world, Claressa the GOAT Shields, getting that win. Good job, GOAT. But yo, like, comment, subscribe, all that shit, people. Rob's World of Boxing. Yeah.